What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on Ken Campbell from Hockey News. Was Ken Campbell that wrote a really good piece about the situation with Shane Doan in Arizona. He doesn't want to pull a Ray Bourque or a Jerome McGinley. You know, McGinley's really not Stanley Cup chasing in Colorado right now. Let's call it what it is. And as much as I want to tip my hat to him, Shane Doan is a loyal guy. He is class personified. You will not find a classier player in the National Hockey League than Shane Doan. But I just when he signed that extension with Phoenix, they were coming off their first Western Conference Final appearance, I think ever in the franchise. To be honest with you, I don't know if they had one or not in Winnipeg, but all right, they're on the upward swing. Regression the last 2 years, and then this year they're awful. They're probably going to land a top 3 pick, get themselves McDavid, Eichel, Hanifin, guy like that. Maybe even Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner and Max Domi. Having some London Knights chemistry in the desert. But I digress. I just think if somehow, some way, you could go to a team like St. Louis or Pittsburgh, the Rangers, wherever, and win the Stanley Cup there, like Bourque did in Colorado, and then bring it back to Arizona the way Bourque did with Boston, would be amazing. But he's the $5.3 million cap hit is tough, but he doesn't want to leave. He loves playing in Arizona. He's embraced the Phoenix area. He has done everything that teams asked him to do and then some. And at the end of the day, you just got to tip your hat to loyalty. To really just. He's one team. He's been with one organization his whole career. Obviously, started out in Winnipeg, and then ended up down out in Arizona for a while. But he wants us to be a one guy, a one team guy, and he's gonna make that happen. So it's admirable. But I still having a guy like him that plays hard every single night. Maybe go to Vancouver or wherever, not get a chance to win the Stanley Cup or compete in his last couple years. I'm not saying win it, but give him one last chance to try to win it, to compete for it. Is tough, but it's his choice. And end of the day, someone who really loves and admires Shane Doan as a hockey player. Good for him. I just it's really interesting that he thinks this way, and I respect him for it. But I always thought back in 2008, 2009, back when Mark Savard was healthy for the Bruins, if they could have put him on Savard's right wing, that would have been awesome. But obviously, we're what are we 6-7 years later? That's obviously the game has changed around the NHL, and that's just the way things go. And hopefully, the Coyotes give him a nice front office job after he retires, because he's given everything to that franchise. He's been everything to that franchise, and hopefully they give him the same. And plus, he's going to be 39 in September, but still think he's got some hockey left in him. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's like this episode of the Power Play with CJ on Shane Doan's loyalty. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.